This is Irontrader, and this is midday trading. So I'm going to take a look here at Bitcoin, crude oil, and natural gas. But first of all, we'll take a look here at gold and at silver. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy or sell any stock market ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have gold and we have silver. Now, easy way to trade gold is with GLD. Easy way to trade silver is with SLV. Okay, there's no fees, there's no nothing. Just a nice ETF, in and out, big volume, easy peasy. Okay, so let's take a look here at the old gold. Now, you can see here what a really nice run up that we had here, and then it came all the way down to this level right here. Okay, so we're looking right all the way down here to 28.44. Now, we've had a really good, nice rally up here, and now you can see where we are back above that 21-day and that 8-day. Okay, so let's look at the key levels here. Support first. You're looking at 29.29. That's that 8-day, or I mean 29.19, I should say. 29.19, sorry about that, and 29.20. This is that area, say 29.20, that you really need to hold. Okay, so if it loses that, then we'll go to today's low. You're looking at 29.03. We come down here. You're looking at 28.92. Then we'll come over to the bottom of this candle here, 28.79, and then we'll come down to here at this candle, 28.66, and then we have your retest down there, your recent low at 28.44 level. Okay, but that's only if that 21-day and that 8-day are lost. Now, upside, you can see here, she's rallying up very, very nicely here. We held this key level going on right here, and plus the top of that candle, and now we're making a higher high. So what you want to watch here on the upside is that 29.41 level. Okay, and then what we're going to do is, if you just take the level and go right across here, 29.38, see where that is? It's coming right across. Then what we're going to do is we can come up to the top of this candle here, 29.58, and then always look to the left, 29.68, and then we have that big retest of 29.74. Now, if you break above this 29.74, you go to that 3,000 mark. Now, you might not get exactly right there. You go 29.98 or 99 or something like that, but you're going to head right towards that 3,000 mark here very, very easily. Okay, so right now we have some three nice green days going up. This is all on that tariff situation. I always looked at gold and silver almost like especially gold, is almost like a fear kind of a situation. You know what I'm saying? The unknown. Okay, but what I don't like about this here is see where we had this high situation here on the hour side. We had this high, okay, but now we're leaning off here. Okay, now this is not no negative divergence yet, unless this would get higher. But right now we're leading off here pretty good here, kind of a situation where realistically, if we want to get up higher, we want to have some kind of a good divergence going on here, and then we can take that higher. But right now here, we got to see, we got plenty of room to run. You're only sitting at 59, kind of a situation. Now your green is below your red here. That shows momentum, but it's curling around here. So you just got to be a little bit patient. If you're trading this, just watch this key level here. Watch that 21-day and watch that 8-day. As long as we're closed above that, this is going to be sideways to up. Then we have that big target up there at 29.74. Now, you can see silver here, it didn't get the move like what gold had here. Because look at that move here, all the way from 2,500 all the way to 2,900 there. So you didn't have that move like you had, like in gold, where you basically had 28, and then you ran all the way up here only to 35. So really not that much move in the silver territory. Okay, but right now, we're basically all above all the simple moving averages, which is very, very good. So what we want to watch here on the downside, look at that first, is 32.63. That's your 21-day. And then we will look at that 8-day at 32.35 level. That's going to be very, very key. If that's lost, we'll come to the bottom of this candle, 32.03. And then we start looking at this 100-day at 31.73. And then we got that 50-day at 31.56 level. And then you can come all the way down here to the 200-day at 30.86. But right now here, we're holding right above all those simple moving averages, which is very, very nicely. Now, upside here, what you want to do is you want to watch, top of this candle is 33.19. So realistically, you go to the left here, okay? 33.33, that's going to be your next level of the resistance area. And then we can just work yourself up here. You got 33.64. We have 33.78, and then 34.24 level here is what you're going to be retesting. Then we have to see what the reaction is once we get there. The same way with gold, if it gets to that 29.74, what is the reaction when it gets there? Does it double top and come on down, or does it break right on through? But like on this area, if we get that 34.24, we start breaking ahead, we just take this price channel, come right across here. Then we're looking at the top of that at 34.72 and then 35.07. Now, obviously, to here, this is a lot slower pace. So if you crack that 35.07 level, then basically, bottom line, what you do is you're going to head towards that 40 area and just keep working yourself right on up here. But, gold has been in a really, really bullish trend here. Silver is sort of, but it's just nowhere near as good as the old gold. Now, you got 57 here. You got plenty of room to run to the upside. Same thing here. This is starting to curl up here. So again, just watch that 21-day and that 8-day. That's going to be very, very key. If that's lost, we have the nice support levels below. If not, we're looking for a target here of that 34.24 and possibly 35.07. Okay, let's take a look here now at Bitcoin. Okay, here we have Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin was starting off to be a pretty good day there today, and so far it's really not that bad. But what it is yesterday we put in that big bottoming tail. That was really worked out really, really nice for the IBIT. Okay, so that was ripping up really nicely. And now, again, we're still above this 8-day, so that's key. So we'll look at the downside here first. So 87,248. That's what we're looking for. And then we're going to come down to the top of this candle here. You're looking at 85,720. Level, and then basically we'll look to yesterday's low. You're looking at 81,815, and then we have your retest down here. We just put that price channel right on up there for you. It's 76,675 level. Okay, so that's your downside, but it's 8 days. Everything, as long as we hold that 8-day, we got a good shot as this 8-day swinging around and this price going up higher. We lose that 8-day, then we're going to start retesting all these levels down here. Okay, so upside, you can see here when it went right up. To past that 100 SMA, but this is going to be a key resistance. You got to close above it. That's the key. So it's a good trader, but you got to close above it if you want us to move higher. Okay, so 90,374. That is going to be your key, and then what we'll do is we'll look at today's high. You're looking at 91,530, and then we're going to come right up here to this 93,192. That's your 21-day. Then we can look at the top of this candle here, 95,705, and then we're going to got 96,830. A 7 right here in your 50-day. But there's a lot of resistance here. So this is not going to smash right on up here unless there's some kind of a huge catalyst that's going to take it. Because you got your 100-day, okay, you got your 21-day, and then you got your 50-day. So again, this is still just a trade here kind of situation. But what's good about it, as long as we can hold this 8-day on a closing basis, that gives a good shot here maybe to take this higher. Now you can see here where we got to the oversold condition where the green turned that little bit of red, or blue, and then she went right up here. But we're just sitting here at 39. That's not overbought or oversold. We're getting to an oversold condition right on here on your MACD level here. There's no divergence or anything, but again, we just made a nice higher high. We just couldn't hold it today here. Okay, so this is a trade. I do IBIT for the long, BIT for the short. It seems to be working out very, very nicely. Okay, let's take a look here now at crude oil. Okay, here we have a daily chart. I'm going to show you a weekly chart here right after this, okay? Now, again, we had the EIA report came out here, and I got the info right in front of me here. Let's see. Crude had a pretty good build of 3.614 million. I'll have all these posted for you here after the pick close here, but they had a huge bill of 3.6 million. Now, distillate had a draw of 1.3. Gasoline had a draw of 1.4. Your production is hanging in there very, very nicely here at 13.5 million barrels a day. But again, you had a huge build in the crude oil, and Saudi Arabia now is going to be putting oil back onto the market here. So I've been telling you there's nothing that is bullish about this chart. Okay, I get the tariff situation, but it's kind of like meaningless. Okay, I mean it's just a pop up and then and then come on down again. So you just have to look at what the charts are here. Okay, so when you see this high, a lower high, lower high, lower high, and you see the 8-day rolling over to 21-day, there's nothing bullish here at all. Okay, so I've been pointing out, holding on to this 65.27 level here. I'll show you here in a second here. Okay, so this is the level that we're looking for right here. This is right here. This is that 65.27, and right now we're sitting at 65.26. Okay, so I told you about this level right here when we were up here. Okay, so there's no excuses to say I'm going to take a long and I'm going to fight the trend and all this nonsense. It's not going to work. Okay, so bottom line, this is what we're looking for here, and we already hit it. We already take it, that 65.27 level. And then what we can do is we can come over to the bottom of this candle right here. Okay, you're looking at 64.36, and then this is going to be your target, is this 63.64. That's going to be your next target here on the downside. Okay, so on the upside, there really isn't a whole lot here unless we can get right back above all these levels here. So now all these support levels all become resistance here now. Okay, so right here, this is going to be your resistance level at 65.63. Then we have up here 66.36. Okay, and then we come up here 66.53, and then we come all to the bottom here 66.98, and then we can start working yourself all the way up here to the bottom there. You're looking at 67.89, and then we come all the way up to this 8-day at 68.85. But right now, there's really no sense even looking at that. This is going lower. So let's take a look here now on a weekly chart. Okay, here we have a weekly chart, and this is what we're looking for right there. Okay, see, there's that 65.27. Now, crude oil is sitting 65.33. You got as low as 65.24, and that was your support level. Okay, very, very easy. Now, again, here's that next level. That's that 64.36. And then here's your big level that you're looking for is that 63.64 level, okay, on the weekly. Now, if that is lost here, then what we have here, you've got 62.43 level, and then we can come all the way down here. You're looking at 71.74. But this is the area that we're going to be looking for here, is this 57.25 if we start losing that 60 area. 57.25 is going to be your target, okay? SCO, I am long. I took a little bit off yesterday. I added more to my position again today. Actually, I took off 1,000. Today I added 2,500 more shares there. So I got what I got there, about 5,000-6,000 shares going here now on the short side. Okay, so I don't really see anything here on this weekly that's going to say that, wow, this is a really good buying opportunity. Okay, so well, let's just see if we can hold this 65.27 level. Okay, then we can just ratchet right back on out here. But you really need to get back up to that price channel, which is that 66.53 level. If you can't do it, this is just bottom line is going lower. And there's going to be your targets right here, that 63.64. And then we have that 61.74. And then we have that 57.25. Those are your downside targets. Now you look at a weekly here, you're sitting, I think this is nowhere. This is not even close to being oversold. You have so much way on the way down. Same way with here, because you look at all this bottoming here that we had. This here just crossed over. This has way to go here. And I think you can definitely get to that 60 level, maybe even 57. Okay, take a look here now on natural gas. Okay, here we have natural gas. Now we had this really, really nice run up here and got all the way up there to that 4.47 level. Okay, very, very nicely. Okay, then it sold off here, but you notice I said I always point out these are the key levels. Okay, these simple moving average. Your 21-day, your 50-day. You have an 8-day, 100-day, and a 200-day. So we always take the candle. You look at the high, the low, the open, and the close. That is support and resistance. But the key levels here are these simple moving average, as obviously as you can see. Okay, so and then it rallied up here, very nice trade, and the same way we're here today. We still have an inside day here though so far. Okay, so it came down. We're still holding this level right here. Okay, so it came down to that 422 level. So all you have to do is just come over to the top of this candle at 420. That was your support level. Okay, so holding up and rallied up. Now you're sitting about 4.41. Okay, so we're looking here at that 4.44. That's your next level there. And then we're going to come up top in here, 4.47, and then your retest there at 4.55. Now, if we can crack above this and close above that 4.55 level here, then what we're looking at is 4.75. That's your level, 490, 5, and then 5.36. Okay, so this has plenty of room to run. You're only sitting at 62. It never did cross over. Your green is above your red. This looks very, very good here. Kind of looks like a duck, doesn't it? Yeah, and duck tastes good too. I love hunting duck. Anyway, this here is very, very bullish momentum to the upside, as you can very well see here. This is still very, very bullish. As long as we're above that 8-day, we're looking very good. Now, downside here, what you want to do is just keep watching these levels. You're at 4.40. So then we just come down here, 4.39, okay, 4.36, 4.32, 4.3, okay, and then we go to today's low, and then you're looking at 4.22 level, and then we have that 8-day at 409. But right now, we just have an inside day. Your high and low is inside the previous days, but this just looks like it wants to go higher. And I've been telling you, natural gas, as soon as the T-Man got in there, he's a big player. He wants to be a big player in the LNG, and he's got all those pipelines back in operation or working on them and getting this all rolling. He wants to get this going out of the country, which I think is really great. I mean, we got the natural gas, we're just flaring it off. Why don't you use it? That's my opinion. So realistically, what you want to do is just watch today's high. That's 451, and then watch at 455. That's yesterday's high. We close above it. 475 is your target. Okay, that's going to be next. Okay, downside here, just watch this key level, that 8-day. If that's lost here, then we have this 21-day and we have that 50-day. Okay, so right now this is very, very bullish until it isn't. All right, that's what I got for you. I'll be back here at the after the open close. Take a look at Bitcoin, crude oil, natural gas. Now the market is kind of a flat. The Nasdaq was up there a little while, but is down a little bit here. So what you want to do here, it just has got a good shakeout period. If you look at a seasonality chart, so what you do is just make a shopping list of what you want to buy. Okay, like for me, it's like Nvidia and you know what I'm saying. And there's a lot of good stuff here. You got the Amazon and the Meta and the Microsoft and you know all that good stuff. Just make a shopping list in and buy all that stuff on the cheap. Okay? All right, trade what's in front of you. Now what you want.